do. Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, guys. Happy, let me check the count. Second week. It does not feel like the second week, guys.
It's only the second week. Oh, goodness.
Okay. So this is our fifth write-in. Yeah, pretty sure. We double check that. Okay.
Yes, it is fifth.
Y'all make sure y'all tell us where y'all coming from in the chat. How's your nano word count? We did this during our IG lives, but you can also like tell us your novel and like emojis, and we can actually like try to decipher them now because we have time for that.
I still don't think I'll succeed just because I don't know how to translate emojis, but I will definitely try.
Okay. So if you're new here, a virtual write-in is just an hour where we'll all get together and we share some writing prompts and we'll participate in some timed writing sprints. You don't have to follow our prompts. You can also just do whatever. We're just here to like, I'm just saying in the chat right now, this is funny. It's all about just writing down words. So remember to subscribe to our channel so you'll see upcoming virtual write-ins and other cool videos. We've started to put out their YouTube guides and they're really good videos. So I recommend checking them out if you have the time. We don't really have events because donation weekend was last week. Thank y'all all for participating, by the way. We loved hanging out with y'all and it was great.
Fun weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, and all writers, we had an 130 million word count goal for the 3 days. We not only doubled that, but we exceeded that double amount. I don't remember off the top of my head what that number was, but it was a lot of words. So great job. You guys wrote like crazy last week.
Y'all are writing. Oh, I see one emoji from Elena. If I said your name wrong, sorry. But I see a planet, a rocket, a knife, and like one of those like Space Invader guys. So I'm gonna say you go to another planet. The people in the rocket are using the knives to attack Space Invaders. I don't know. Oh, there's some more. Oh man.
Mads, it looks like it's a vampire. That's the extent of what I got. I don't know what that last emoji means.
Virginia's doing a lot over here. I have no idea what's going on. I love the 3 like expressions, like the upside down smiley, like the zip up, and then like the tongue out. Like, is that the characters? Are they okay?
Hannah has a dragon snake monster, some twins, a knife, a little blood thingy, and a skull.
Oh man.
Are twins getting killed by a Loch Ness monster?
Mary Hope has 3 ghosts. I don't know what that is, but I think I want to meet these 3 ghosts.
I also want to meet these 3 ghosts.
Oh, David has like the 4 elements. So I just immediately think of like Avatar. Or no, 5 elements? I don't know. I see clouds. And then stars.
Ooh, Jessica threw me off. There's a like pirate flag in the sun, and it scrolled way too fast. A sun in the sea, and so I immediately thought, okay, this is pirate. But then I see an egg and a little space alien.
Ellen just put a piece of bread and then 4 wines. Okay. I know I said we didn't have announcements, but we still have something to announce. So I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with announcing your projects, so just make sure y'all are keeping up to that. And also make sure you check out all the nano events we have. We have tons of them, community meetups to
authors contributing.
Yeah, more write-ins. And also check out your regions. Um,
The regions are having really cool events so far. I've
yeah.
seen some of the pictures on social media.
And also if you're like in the Dallas one, the DFW one, you can say hi to me because I'm in there.
You can say hi
Okay.
to me in the Las
So
Vegas chat, but I'm probably not going to the in-person virtual events. I just don't have the capacity.
okay. So we can drop a link to the events. Yeah, there we go. And then also next week, 30 covers 30 day signups end on November 15th. Here's a post with more information. If you don't know what it is, we're basically have a designer like design a nano novel cover each day of the month. We're on day 10, so I'll post one today. It's pretty fun. Even okay. I think that's it. Yeah, we're just here to support y'all in your nano projects, y'all. There.
There's still a lot of weird emojis coming through, and it's becoming harder and harder for my emoji lacking brain to translate.
Lena, how would you use emoji to describe your story?
Um, Plant, sparkle, princess, maybe another sparkle.
I think mine would be a rabbit, um, like a shooting star, a sword, and a sparkle. I feel like everything's better with a sparkle emoji.
Everything is always better with the sparkle emoji. That is one
Uh,
emoji that I do use often.
hey, do emojis count for your word count?
They better. I had a character who like knocked someone unconscious and stuck a sticky note on their forehead that said sorry with a smiley face. And I was like, can I count the smiley face? Can I count it towards my word count?
Maybe have like if you're super creative, maybe there is a character that writes only in emojis. I don't know how they like talk that. Also, I see someone who said hi because they're from DFW. So hi, Ellen. Yay for Dallas representation. Anyway, guys, we should get started.
Okay,
We really
so
love y'all emojis, but we need a write.
our first sprint prompt. An old acquaintance from a character's past unexpectedly shows up. Write dialogue between two characters. How did they react? Today's theme was masterminding plot twists, so that they were fun to come up with today. But this could also be like just a general or random sprint if this prompt doesn't spark any joy for you. Either way, we're just working for 5 minutes to get a word count going. Did we decide who was doing timer today?
I got it. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll go until about 44. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, now write. All right, guys. You'll have like 20 seconds. Well, 10. So it took me like 10 seconds to say that. So start wrapping up, guys. And you can put your word count or what you write in the chat. And my alarm will go off. There you go. Okay. Come back to us, guys. I want to see what everyone wrote. If you didn't use that prompt, what did you write? Ooh, some of y'all wrote a good amount of words.
I'm looking at the big word counts, and then I see it didn't write a word, and I feel the same way most of the time. I only half the time get through any word in my sprints.
Honestly, like for half of this prompt, because I was like, oh, I know who exactly to introduce, but like I forgot her name, so I had to like look through notes to find her name because it was gonna bother me if I didn't find it out. I recommend just putting a placeholder if that happens to you, but it was really gonna bother me if I didn't look for it.
I was half ready to Google my main character's name just because I was like, am I spelling this correctly? Except I know I'm spelling it correctly. I've just spelled it so many times it doesn't look like a word.
That's second week problems, I guess. Okay, let me start reading something else. Oh, I see Rocket Joe, but the father of my MC unexpectedly meets an old friend from middle school at the wedding of his best friend and has to cover up that he's a moral boss now. Oh man.
Ooh, that escalated quickly. Main character is infiltrating a ball and has to come face to face with her old childhood friend who had murdered their mentor. She's surprised and angry.
Oh, that's fun. Helen wrote, my character's too young to have an interesting old acquaintance, so I introduced a baked good I like to eat. I love that. Also, now I want a baked good, like a pastry. I had a really good muffin last week. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know how to say his name. Tisa, sorry if I said that wrong, says, I think my MC is talking to a ghost, but I'm not sure yet.
Find out as you go. The writer's job isn't to know what they're writing. The writer's job is to follow whatever the characters decide to do with themselves.
Ooh, Patty wrote, my character is floating through the sky in a hot air balloon. She's seeing all these warm and cozy colors in the sky and calling to her pigeon friends. Oh, and it's a dream. Are the pigeon friends her old friends? That makes me sad.
You can continue. We're going to be continuing to read all of what you guys wrote, but we can also transition over to a discussion topic.
Oh yeah, because I had a really good question for y'all. So, question: do y'all remember your very first story, or even the first character that you created? What or who was it?
I do not.
I was telling Lena this when we were planning it. Like my very first one technically was probably like, you know how kids just like write characters who are like cooler versions of themselves? That's what I did. But then like my actual like first story was like a demon princess, but she didn't want to be a demon princess, but like her evil twin sister was trying to get her back to the dark side or something like that. I would have been like 8 or something, so
I know when I was younger, like elementary school, I wrote about a vampire princess who like kind of runs away and then comes back and is really, really interested in her former best friend. And I didn't know I was a lesbian. And it explains a lot in hindsight. I don't think that was my first story, but it's the first one I remember.
I think it'd be funny if our princesses just met up like right now and they're just like, huh? Okay, I see some of them. Some y'all put. I love the people who say like they like just took another character or story. Like Thea or Thea says, I think mine was a very thinly disguised Curious George. um, Jessica has mine was at first grade and it's called The Silly Puppies. It was about a bunch of
Oh,
the wiener dogs that ran away and caused havoc from running around the town. I know the breed, but I always say it wrong. So they're wiener dogs.
my first character was a 14-year-old girl, and story started with her getting stabbed. Wow, you were adventurous from the very get-go.
I'll see a lot of fan fiction. Like Natalie's is my first story was a Aragon fan fiction. I was like 12 and had made self-insert. I'm pretty sure I also had a self-insert fanfic. I think it was a Pokemon. Pretty sure.
Person had a Harry Potter fan fiction where the main character was Bellatrix's daughter and was undercover at Hogwarts. Did you read Cursed Child? And did you ghostwrite Cursed Child?
Um, Don't know if it says all my early characters are girls running around catching wild horses or something like that. That's fun. Um, Oh, I do want to point out Virginia's comment who says, I was 13. I wrote a cooler, unfortunately, because of internalized racism, a lighter skinned version, the long hair. Because I also did that. Like my like self-insert character, like did not look like me. And I think I didn't like realize until later on. Because like that's not something you like realize that, especially for like people of color, you don't realize you can make um characters of color sometimes. So it's great if you um do that now because it's more
Suddenly
fun
to
that way.
go, oh, you can be as brown as I am.
Yeah, and it's great. uh, I like Hannah's. Mine was Princess Jasmine, who got some magical toys that moved at night. I had neither seen Aladdin nor Toy Story. Y'all, I think you need to like contact like some movie studios or book like authors and be like, I think y'all stole the idea from me actually.
The person who had written the Bellatrix fan fiction had not actually read Cursed Child. I do not think you'll like it. I do not think anyone will like it. I just found it funny that it was similar plots.
Uh,
Oh,
some
I
nice
like this
commentary. Yeah.
line. I think that everybody feels they are not enough as kids. Part of growing up is learning that you are okay as you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
I can't
Oh,
pronounce the username of person who said that, but I love you. Okay, we can transition into our next prompt for a sprint prompt thing.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so a character outside of your main protagonist, such as a side character or even the antagonist, reveals something or does something unexpected to another character. What is it? How does the character react when they find out? And does the view of that other character change? It could be a major plot twist, like a tragic backstory, or something more silly, like the antagonist really likes cats. um, Again, if this prompt doesn't spark joy for you, feel free to just write for the next 10 minutes. But this is the general prompt we're going with. This will mean I'm skipping forward in my story, and I'm going to hope that my brain is okay with that.
okay, so I'll give y'all 10 minutes. So y'all have about 2:03. So we'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, guys, you have like 20 seconds. Start wrapping up and put what you wrote in the chat or your word count or how you were feeling from that. And you'll hear my alarm once more. There we go. Okay, guys. How was that for you, Lena?
I think I did okay. Yeah, I think I did okay. I didn't actually get to the part that I wanted to get to. I was just leading up to it. I was like, darn, this is taking an awful long time. I just want the action already.
Hey, the build-up's important, you know? I think I like saw another person say this, but they like went back to the old prompt, and that's what I ended up doing, like continuing the old thing, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can actually get her to drop info in this scene. Ooh, Jessica just hit 22.6K.
Wow, great job. I'm seeing a -20. Does that mean that you are deleting words? That is like against the rules this month.
Don't delete.
Keep your words. You can use them later.
Yeah. If we don't like them. Just
Mary,
like
we like our
them.
words.
Yeah. If it helps, you can change the color. I know like some people change like the color to like white so you don't see them. I actually don't write on white paper. I write on like blue paper, but you know, whatever font is the paper.
Somebody combined this prompt and the last prompt because they went together in their story perfectly. Awesome.
Ooh,
don't delete and edit as you go. No, you want a messy first draft. Read all of our pep talks. That is the number one thing they say.
Okay. Ooh, Ishan. Hopefully I said that right. Said, I got 230 words. My characters just took off in dialogue, so their voices spoke for themselves, and my fingers were just puppets. That's great. That's what I really like.
I love when that happens.
In the middle. I know everyone gets, yeah, right? Like once you like know your characters enough, like they just start speaking for you.
This person has a chapter called Scrap where they keep deleted scenes and paragraphs because it still counts towards their nano word count.
That's good. Like the last page of the document or something. Ellen says 192 more words. The character from the past has now revealed himself as the grandfather's old friend. Didn't get to my MC and his birth reaction yet. Fun.
A housekeeper doesn't want wet tracks across her floor, so she bolts the door.
Oh, Hannah says, I don't ever delete anything, so I end up with sentence like this. Zelda watch quietly, just watching her and very quietly minding her muscle. Okay, I think that's a perfectly fine
that is what NaNoWriMo
Oh, here's another one. Thea says, I'll have lots of sentences like Ray sat down next to Opie. No, wait, he didn't. Ray sat down next to Hal. If y'all have any silly moments like that, I love like seeing like really like shaving like the first messiness of the first draft.
Which easily goes into our next discussion prompt.
Yeah. I just spaced out for a second. Okay, what's your favorite moment that you've written for your nano project so far? It can be one of those like silly little like sentences you just made up, or like silly observation, or like maybe a scene you're proud of. I know for me, I don't know if I have anything like, cause like I'm still like in the like doing so much build up. I don't have like any like fun action scenes yet. Well, I had one, but I don't really know how to write back scenes, so I don't know if I'm proud of that yet. But I think like a funny thing for me I know is that like my characters like go and eat lunch a lot, and I don't know why.
Um, I was mentioning to Josie before we started this that I just kind of threw away my prompt 8 days or my project 8 days in and started with a different prompt. I started with a virtual write-in a few write-ins ago. It somehow ended up combining, and so it was okay. But that means I kind of am just starting from beginning again. And in the beginning, I had this line that's, now look what you've done. You've gotten my dress all dirty. And it's because she just killed a guy.
Someone says they really like writing death scenes. I'm doing one today. I admire you for liking death scenes because those are really hard for me.
I like in-depth emotional angst, which probably is why I have a therapist.
Free says breakfast and tea. I'm constantly throwing breakfast and tea at my poor characters. It's an intense writing. See, we're on that same.
Are your characters British? Are you British?
Kaylee says, I keep saying step way too often. They step back, take a step forwards, take a step backwards, stop stepping. I think my writing tick is like, I have this one character and all he does is sigh. So I know he's like a very, very tired character, but I think he should do more than sigh.
I relate to that character on a soul deep level.
Okay. Mittens KS says, my favorite moment is finding a way to merge my old novel and new novel idea together. It's making the old novel have so much more depth and excitement. Oh, inspired by you, Lena. I saw something. Natalie says, I make jewelry as a hobby, so my favorite thing I have about this novel is the fact that my main character makes magical bracelets as a hobby and sells them.
Ooh. Jessica says, all my characters' eyebrows are insanely expressive. They're always doing something. I wish I could relate. I can't even get my eyebrows to be 2 eyebrows.
Judy has seen between 3 characters where one who had a fun mom tells the other 2 a funny story that happened in her childhood. A seance. That's a funny story? What happened?
Thea says, I'm going to have so many deaths in one scene at the end of my novel. Are you George R.R. Martin? Game of Thrones is the first thing I could think of, but I'm sure there are plenty of others.
Barry wrote, my character is trying to dispose of some embarrassing photos concerning a stuffed owl. Hair stuffed owl sounds pretty cute though.
There's a lot of eyebrow commentary now.
I think I do that too though, like making characters just raise their eyebrows a lot or scrunch their eyebrows. Because it's like an easy way to like show someone's like emotion without being like they're mad.
I do write it, but do you ever like start writing like an expression that you give your character, and then you like reenact that expression or reenact that thing you just had them do? Yeah, when it comes to eyebrows, I can't do it. My characters smile in response to everything. Their poor faces must hurt all the time.
Air says I focus too much on expression regarding eye and voice, so I don't know how to write body language. Apparently, y'all are giving me like a good like idea for next write-in because I think we all work on body language apparently.
The character or the writer who is writing all of the characters dying in one scene at the end is writing a modern retelling of Hamlet, which makes more sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I love Hamlet retelling, so
I like these four shelves at the very top. You can only see two of them, but the four shelves at the very top are all like mythology and fairy tale retellings
nice.
with a handful of Shakespeare involved.
Dude, Rebecca says fight or argument scenes are one of my most fun scenes for me to write because I can show how my characters are expressing. Yeah, I think with fights and arguments, you really see their expressions. Though for me, like when I wrote my one fight scene, like you know how Lena was saying how you like just make up like you start like copying the expressions. For me, I started like actually like checking if you can like do something. So I'll be like, they swung the sword, and I'll be like, okay, can you actually swing it from this angle? Yeah, oh wait, Judy tells of the seance thing. It was at a slumber party. So like asked for the head of Jane's man feels as a sign. Fun Mon throws a soccer ball through the middle of them.
I think you can continue giving us any updates from your story or eyebrow commentary.
Eyebrows comment.
Uh, but we're going to transition into our last prompt of this write-in. Word twist. This time, the plot twist is for you as the author. Write a scene from a different point of view. It could be a brand new scene or an old scene revisited. How would this change your story overall? Oh no, I'm skipping around again. I don't know what order this is going to be in. I'm not going to be able to read my story afterward.
And maybe the whole point is that it's just in that weird order.
It's going to be in a weird, chaotic order. And I'm like, I don't know what chronological is, anyways. Maybe I'll turn them into time travelers just to get over this.
Okay, guys. So we'll give you about a little bit more than 10. I think 12 would be
Yeah.
good. Yeah, 12. So we'll write until 27. Have fun, guys. Write what sparks joy for you. Sorry about that, guys, but come back to us. I was really into that, so I didn't warn y'all. And then my alarm scared me.
I kept
Okay.
looking down at time and I was like, did I have the time wrong?
Okay, so y'all can put what you wrote in the chat. What y'all do? Word counts. Maybe final word counts because it's our last round. Hmm. Lena, how'd yours go?
Wait, I'm looking for my word count right now. Google Docs is taking me a second. I wrote 500 words.
Ooh, nice. I have no idea how much I did, but I think I really like the switch point of view. Mine was a new scene that I like put like in the middle because like the main character was like doing something else. I was like, okay, what are the other characters doing? It's really fun writing them to the point where I kind of want to consider writing switch point of view now.
I have like this whole in-depth scene in mind that I'm really excited about, but I realized that I cannot put it in this book and it would have to be in a novella. I'm like, darn it.
Okay, let me see how y'all did. A lot of y'all did really good word
Wow.
count wise.
I don't like these negative word counts. Stop deleting your words.
Come on, guys. That'll be our next rule for our next write, and you're not allowed to go negative.
No negative word counts. No taking away your words. Every word you write this month counts. You can count even your text messages.
Remember, guys, when all fails, to start writing an emoji, and we'll count it. Also, I did see earlier that Michael, who I'm pretty sure wrote like the whole Captain America grocery store in another write-in, said like the plot twist is Captain America's eyebrows turn out to be Canadian, and it made me laugh. I had those cute still writing, so I couldn't comment on it.
I'm so glad there's more detail to that story.
Thanks, Michael, for coming back.
Oh, Michael, yes, I'm all for this. I want to read the final draft. Mary lives in a vacuum. That's all it says. I live in a vacuum.
Ooh, I like quartzes and onyxes. My main character runs away from home, so you write the point of view of her new roommates meeting her for the first time, their first impressions, speculations about her.
Ooh.
That's fun, like doing like a first meeting and just twisting the other side.
Pie has this snippet and it says, I just wanted them to know what it felt like to be on the receiving end. And well, now they knew. And now I knew how they felt about it. I want to know more.
It says, I can count my text messages. Wow, my friends are about to hear more from me in one day than they have in the last decade. Hey, yeah, just use your regular text messages or like a conversation with friends and just like slap them in and just like pretend it's dialogue.
All of like our NaNoWriMo donation weekend stuff, like we had one document that was over 10,000 words long and I'm like, can I count this? Because I wrote more in this document for like internship reasons than I did in my draft.
If you're feeling really creative, one of you should like go through the chat and then like trying to make people's like chat messages like dialogue.
Oh, that would be fun. Especially like writer chats.
Oh man, that would be fun. I don't know what y'all do if it was like it mentions like Nano or like us, but you can make it work. Maybe your character's also doing that. Maybe me and Lena are there. I don't know why we're there. And
if you write us into something, we want to know. And so do let us know, please.
And we give you permission to write characters based on this. Just like go through the recording of this and just write down everything we said. Ooh, Natalie did switch point of view to my MC's childhood friend / mentor murderer / puzzle role of interest as he's watching her walk away after he offered to her to rule with him as his mage queen. His thoughts are horrible. I love how it like ends like that. Like, oh,
his thoughts are horrible, and it's okay because the context is that we're writing. But imagine seeing any of this out of context, like not knowing that this is a writer community. Kaylee thought a
Virginia
1.5K words meant for the hour.
Ooh. Virginia said they'll definitely use us for something. Please tell us what y'all use us for. Okay, guys. We should start wrapping up. This is fun, but we need to like let y'all go so you can write some more. But thank you all for coming and writing. I hope it was fun for everyone. Again, subscribe to our channel so you can get alerted for other virtual write-ins and other writing videos like our YouTube guides. I'll upload one today. Spoiler alert. And make sure you check out y'all's events, whether it's the Nano ones or your regions. So good luck out there, guys. It's the second week, but you still got this.
You still got this.
Bye, guys.
Bye,